Hi to love and welcome to River Talk. Today the river is very quiet. There's no canoes. It's a holiday. There's a lot of noise, and the topic of today's River Talk is dedicated to Frank Ruzcek. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing the name. Frank Ruzcek Jr., whose channel I discovered this morning. This beautiful young man has been the subject of harassment online from people that frankly I couldn't give a damn to know what their motive is, but it's part of this social media atmosphere that allows people to say whatever they want without taking responsibility and allowing people to take out a lot of hostility onto others. That happens also in the real world. Why would Frank Ruzcek Jr., a beautiful young man, a brother of a victim of the most horrific domestic violence, Shanann, may she rest in peace, her daughters and the unborn child, why would people harass him? Why would be they cruel to him? We don't have the answer to that. But what we can do is we can support him. So I invite all of you to subscribe to his channel and to support him. And his anger at this troll, this big blonde bimbo troll, who I found despicable, and I don't want to mention her name, it's part of this sort of swamp that it has a lot of people that have just made the choice to use other people and to make a profit from other people. And we don't want to encourage that. What we need to see is, look at this beautiful duck. We need to remember, I want to mention now somebody that is worth mentioning, Gabriella Bernstein. The universe has your back. Because yes, the universe does have your back. This duck too. Just the other day, I went to Acre. It's an ancient city in Israel. It was where the Crusaders came to the land of Israel because Urban II, the Pope, told them, go to Jerusalem. And this was a bloody voyage where a lot of people were murdered and killed in the so-called name of God. And it started at that time. If we learn history, we know that violence has a history. Yes, it does. And every act of violence against every human being has a history. Look at these beautiful ducks. So I found this store called Duck You. It's so cute. And so I know it's a sort of gimmick store, but I loved it. And I bought this t-shirt that said, keep calm and love ducks. And I think that's my slogan. Look at these ducks. They're so amazing. And nature is so amazing. It's just human beings. Sometimes they think they know what God is. They think they know, it's also like despicable people that murder. And then I found Jesus. I found the Bible. No, you haven't. You have not found it. You made a very bad choice. And you have to live with that choice. That's what I think about violence. And there's all sorts of forms of violence. It's all a spectrum. We all have this little violent thug in us, but we make choices and we can choose to be like the ducks, to swim away in calmness. We can choose to be calm, or we can choose to let that evil inclination take over. I do think there are some people that are mentally unbalanced, and sometimes they are driven into horrific acts of violence because of their mental disorder. But I don't think it's the case when a person has become this media star all over the internet. And for what? For what? Why are violent people so admired by too many people? Most people do not admire murderers, but the fact that the family of victims of violence has been arrested all, it just shows you that human beings can make very bad choices in life. Not only to murder, but also to support violent people. They seem like heroes because they have this violence in them, and there is a person who acted on his violence and wiped out wiped out his entire family. Beautiful, beautiful people. And then we got to know the Ruzcek, and we saw how this family has chosen not to let their evil inclination take over, not to be violent like the violent person, but to just give us an example of how we can become better. We cannot do anything about other people's choices, but we can choose. We can choose. Oh, look at these ducks swimming away. We can choose to be like ducks. Swim away from violence. Swim away from those trolls. And to be an example in our lives of how we can make good choices in life and lead a good life. Connect to nature. Connect to the peace, love, and light within us. And be good people. And that is the best answer there is to violence. To choose to be the best people we can be and to live the best life we can be. So this is a message for Frank Ruzcek Jr. Continue to be this beautiful person. You come from a great family that it was a privilege to know you and to hear your parents speak. And you are a beautiful person deserving of a beautiful life. So go forth and be happy and know that a lot of people are with you. And peace, light, and love to you and your dogs and to all of you people out there. Thank you for listening to this River Talk. Peace, light, and love.